Hi friends, welcome back to Al's Playworld, bringing you some more Heroes of the Storm. We're gonna play Lazor Gazlowe, because you know what, it's been quite a while, and I hear he sucks now, so it should be fun.
Anyone order a one-man wrecking crew?
Welcome to the Tomb of the Spider Queen. Enemy Team Murky, Lily, Zeratul, Rainer, and Stitches. Friendly Team Raider, Murky, Illidan, Gazlowe, and Tazadar. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now, if we win with this team comp, we deserve many candies. As we're going to head here at the bottom lane, that's quite insane. Alright, the first talent we're going to be picking up is going to be Regen Master, because of the fact that obviously life is neat. And it looks like Murky down here, he can solo, right? I'm going to try to go mid and try to do my best. Our abilities really quickly. Q is a Rocket Turret, creates a turret that deals damage and lasts for 30 seconds. We have 2 charges of that. We can put those in anywhere we want, as long as they're terrain. And of course, they have a little bit of range. And of course, we can scrap those with D or salvage or trade. It'll give us a little bit of mana back. Our W ability, Death Laser, so I'm going to be focusing on. It charges over time. It does more damage the longer we hold it down. And of course, that is going to be the whole focus of the build, which is actually quite terrible, but should be a lot of fun. Our E ability is Coal, Explosive Charge, as people keep rotating with me and off of me. And that is basically a delayed explosion in an area after a little bit. It looks like our enemy Rainer trying to poke me there. That's quite rude. We're not going to take that. We're just going to hang out here for now. So we're going to put a turret right there. That's going to cover a little bit. It's going to come in here and try to drop the turret in the middle as we engage. Right here to Stitches. He's going to take quite a bit of damage. We do stun the enemy's Zeratul, which is quite nice. And then we're going to charge our laser. And this is going to be quite alright. We're going to go here and wait for it to be fully charged. And of course, we do hit Stitches. We're going to drop another mine behind us. Looks like we take a lot of damage, but we make it out of there, no problem. It looks like Murky does die, but not a big deal, as we're pushing this enemy team quite back. And that is all we needed. Alright, let's go ahead and actually just charge our laser from way back here. I don't think Stitches is going to come back in here. Let's go ahead and poke him. He's going to take a lot of damage. Here comes another turret, dropping down another TNT mine behind me. And I'm trying to run to Tazadar. Can I get a shield, brother? It looks like I cannot. I am going to make it out of here in 2 seconds, although the enemy's Zeratul jumping onto me. That's no good. And I drop another turret. I was kind of hoping for a shield. It looks like he actually opted to go on the friendly Illidan, which is quite alright, but we're not going to get a kill, as the Rainer is going to walk away, and a friendly Tazadar is going to try to do a lot of poke, but not so much else there. It looks like the chase was real for the enemy Murky. Finally do break it up, and the front team doing a little bit of a good exchange right there. I question how good of an exchange that was, but that's quite alright. We need to make it back to the middle lane to get more health orbs if we can. It looks like there's still some nonsense going on down there. Ooh, Zeratul, very low in health, manages to get out in the nick of time. And we're just going to come in here in the middle lane, throw out yet another thing, put a turret down, and just begin trading here with Lily, covering her retreat with more turrets. This is going to annoy her to no end. I'm going to drop another mine right there. I am going to charge my laser, poke her one time, and get out of here. Tazadar, can I get a shield, brother? Thank you. I overextended myself. I overstayed my welcome, and I'm going to be forced to go back and hit up the healing well. As you can see, I am not playing at the best of my ability, because, of course, why would I with a Gazlowe? But it's quite alright. Let's go ahead and drop some more mines. I need to get out of here. Of course, Zeratul could jump in on me, and that would be devastating. We're going to try to go for the max range. A laser right here on Rainer. That's going to be quite a little bit of damage, and he is going to be a little bit daring here, trying to poke in a little bit more. But of course, against Zeratul, it's a scary thought. So I'm going to rotate to the top lane and try to get some more damage down in this lane. Looks like Stitch is already here. Let's go ahead and just put a turret down. As we pick up the next talent, is going to be one more max range charge of our laser. And the reason why we're doing that is because that is the sole focus of this build. That's going to do a little bit more damage. It will allow us to clear out the wave a little bit better. And of course, do more damage to Stitches. He's going to try to back away here. But the main thing that we need is more regen orbs, because that is what we're trying to build up. I had a little bit of a padding for our health regen if we can. Let's go ahead and grab some gems. And keep an eye on the minimap in case the enemy team decides to do anything cute over here. I am going to throw yet another charge right there. Again, just coming in here explicitly for that regen orb, and then backing away because, of course, I have no mana. So I'm going to go do that right now and let my teammates know by simply pressing that B button. Look at that stats! 3 kills to 1. The enemy team dominating. We do have the most hero damage on our side with 6,581 over the enemy team. Zeratul 7,333. Of course, 1 killing blow on us. So that was quite rude, and we're going to try to make up for that. It looks like on the right now this is going to be the status quo. We do have 20 gems, and I have only a measly 4. So for now, we're going to try to be as annoying as we can. Let's go ahead and put her right there. Basically, the main thing is to annoy Lily to no end. The enemy Rainer's here. We are going to get hit. That is a bad time as we're trying to run away here. Luckily, Zeratul nowhere to be found, and we don't take too much damage in the end, but still a little bit more than we wanted to. Can we make it there, Tazadar? Yes, it looks like we do get the health orb, and that's all we needed. For now, I'm going to try to stay as far back as I can. Maybe put a little turret right there to cover. It looks like the enemy Zeratul is going to try to be aggressive. He will blink out range, and of course, I'm right there. Hit him just in the edge. just to annoy him a little bit, but I will put yet another turret down and then throw out some mines right here. We're going to try to annoy Stitches to no end. It looks like he's going to try to go in there. We do stun him, which is good, and we're going to shove him back a little bit more, but of course the enemy team in a good position. As we get hooked, that's not good. Let's go ahead and put another turret down, and this Stitch is in a little bit of trouble. He's really not able to dive us as well as he wanted to. Oh no, Tesla, let me get the orb. Thank you, sir. And now we're going to rotate back to the middle lane. So this is basically the gameplay that you're going to see. We're going to be rotating until we get a bombardment of sorts. Don't really want to do anything else too explicit. So we're going to put yet another turret here. That Rainer in a bad spot. Let's go ahead and start charging our laser. It is going to do quite a bit of damage right there on Stitches. He gets very low. We're going to switch on him and try to do a little bit of damage as we put yet another bombardment down. That is going to maybe stick it. Oh, we were so close. I am going to drop one more turret down here to try to cover the retreat for Illidan, but it looks like both teams just content with disengaging because that was quite a messy engagement right there. Assessor comes in and just storms him quite rudely. The next time we're going to pick up is going to be first aid. I need heals. I need heals badly, so now it's going to allow us to be a little bit more adventurous with our positioning. Part of the problem with the laser build is besides the fact that you're standing stationary, so this allows you to actually eat a little bit of damage, not too bad. It's almost like the philosophy behind Sergeant Hammer. I was going to promote her one more time. For now, we're going to go in here and we're going to go ahead and do our laser. That is actually quite enough range for us to actually clear out the lane. If Zeratul were to remain there, that would be no big deal. Let's go ahead and grab that region orb, put a turret down here, and make sure we're quite covered, as Lely's going to have to try to come in here and be super aggressive to try to deal with us. Looks like Zeratul trying to get a little bit of poke damage there. We're going to try to chase him a little bit. Here comes the next charge. We're going to do quite a bit of damage here if we can. It looks like Lely gets out of the way, so let's go ahead and just clear out the rest of the lane as I put yet another turret and a TNT charge here, just to be annoying, just to deny the hand-in. So I'm trying to engage here, popping my first aid. It looks like Stitches misses, which is actually going to save my life. Can Rainer come back here? It looks like we're going to be super aggressive, but really not as much as I'd like to. I'm going to continue to drop turrets here just to get a little bit of damage. Can we get the max range snipe on Lely? It doesn't look like we can, but we can actually get on Stitches, and he's going to be a little bit sad about that. But for now, let's go ahead and return to the lane and try to clear it out a little bit, get some more region orbs, and of course, push it to get that experience close to level 10 so far. But we do have enough to hand in and actually get this bombardment going. Looks the friendly team engaging here. Let's begin the charge. If there's any huge business here, we're going to be able to hit him right there. Tons of damage going out. Zeratul, one before is back, and of course these turrets are showing out quite well for me as Lely's going to go there, try to annoy Tassadar. It looks like not really enough damage there to go through, and we're going to be able to just get the first bombardment of the game. Put a little mine right there. That is going to stun Lely as I'm trying to get out of here, because I don't want to be hooked by Stitches. I could go to the healing well, but let's just go back home, make sure we mana up, and we're ready to fight one more time. That enemy Stitches with a lot of gems, and make sure we take him down soon. Looks the enemy team barely making it to level 10 right before us. Not a big deal though, so we do have a bombardment and a stroke pressing here in the middle lane. Although Tassadar about to go down, makes it out alive. The enemy Murky surviving with just a sliver of health. There he goes. Oh, Lely very low on health, but she's quite alright. Let's go ahead and grab that Graviton Beam. Trying to jump in here, dropping yet another one of these, and then here comes the Gravitron. Can we get them? Here comes the laser, and boom! Tons of damage going down. Can't really kill that Zeratul. Very low on health. I should have let it charge just a little bit longer, because I'm going to engage right here on the Banshees. That was a little bit of a misplay, mostly because of the fact that I am not used to playing Mr. Gazlowe. If you were a little bit more diligent about that, maybe we could have done a little bit better. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more charge and shoot these guys in the face, popping that first aid and then dropping more turrets behind us to make sure that Stitches hooks cannot grab us. We're going to dodge it right here, right now. We're quite alright. Looks like our turret's doing a good job of slowing them down on the retreat, though. Rainer in a lot of trouble. Got to ping that. It looks like our friendly Illidan is going to begin to chase, doing a ton of damage. He does pick up the kill, and now we're going to come in here for the laser right there on this Rainer picking up the kill. Absolutely no problem. Here comes the next turret, and of course Stitch is trying to run away. Very scary stuff, but the enemy team definitely losing that exchange. Not a big deal, as we're going to continue to put some turrets up here just to drain a little bit of ammo. We continue to grab some more of those region orbs, and of course pushing the lane if we can. I'm going to go ahead and do the laser right here if I can. Tons of damage about to go down on Stitches. Boom! Tons of damage. We back out of that to make sure we don't get hit, and of course begin chasing this Mr. Murky as we're going to make the general retreat here. This thing's almost out of ammo. I have no mana, so I'm going to warn my teammates and get out of there. Again, I'm not hitting the healing well because of the fact that I need most of my mana up anyway, so I'll back up for now. Although, it looks like my plans are going to have to be delayed slightly because the enemy team engaging here. That Octo grab was a little bit scary in the front of the team. Force back a little bit. It looks like we're all okay now for now. Though for now, and now I'm going to rotate to the top lane to try to clear out this lane. At the very least, get that region orb if I can. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of a turret right here. Try to annoy Stitches as best I can. Here comes yet another turret, trying to block it. Here comes the first aid popping. Everybody in the enemy team trying to kill me. Really negative stuff right there, but we're going to be able to make it through, no problem. It looks like we do dodge that at the last second. I have a good opportunity for Gravitron Strike, but of course, there is the enemy Zeratul as well, so that means I don't want to go too aggressive. I am actually just going to go home. The enemy team is likely going to hand in those gems on the top. There they are. And they're going to get their first bombardment of the game. Looking at stats, well, we're back at base 6 kills to 7, 26,000 damage, leading the pack on every which way. The friendly Gazlowe, of course, us, Zeratul, 20,000 damage with 3 killing blows. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be, we're going to slow heroes and freeze minions with our Lazor. That is going to be basically the combo after we do a Gravitron. If we can, the enemy team trying to engage here really aggressively. Here we go. Oh, that wall was not what I wanted, my friend. That wall was not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and throw out that right there. Here comes the Gravitron as well. We begin charging our Lazor. We are going to stun them, and here comes the max range. Doom! Tons of damage going out for everybody. We do get hit right in the face with that pufferfish, though sadly, we continue to put in some more turrets. It looks like the friendly team in a little bit of an awkward spot right here. We're going to begin to charge right aggressively into Stitches, trying to get him as low as possible. Here comes the Lazor if we can. Max range! Ooh! Almost get him, of course, very low. We're going to continue to try to chase here as aggressively as we can. We do see the enemy Zeratul as well trying to jump in us. And again, the key is for us to sort of stay within range, and as soon as we can, just nail him one more time. The entire enemy team very soft as they're trying to make this dive past our turrets and past our Lazor, but of course they managed to actually retreat there in the nick of time. Not a big deal. I'm going to try to put some more mines down here and bear some fire on the minions to make sure we can get some more regen for our health, because of course we're taking a lot of damage. And the whole idea is to try to stay alive as long as possible. I do have a healing wall. Let's go ahead and hit that up immediately. We do have 15 gems to hand in. That'd be nice if we can manage it. Well, we're gonna have to put a couple turrets here, and that's just the one for now. Hopefully Rainer can actually zone for me. Between both of us, we have quite a few gems right there to hand in, and that should be enough. The Arwet Weaver is ascending. We're pushing down the middle lane. Stitch is in a lot of trouble. Can we get to him? It looks like our friendly Murky trying to go super aggressive. Can we get a pufferfish? Does not look like we can, but for now we'll just annoy him to no end and try to get back here again. Try not to get hooked. If we can help it, let's go ahead and begin charging our Lazor. It looks like this Murky is going to get hit in the face. We're going to kill him before he kills our friendly Murky. But of course, not a big deal. We do get hooked back. Let's go ahead and pop that first aid immediately. As we try to run out of here, we avoid the majority of that damage. I am going to be forced to back up and teleport back to the base. Of course, I have no health. Illidan in a lot of trouble, though. I don't know what he's doing that deep. He's going to get taken down as we're trying to come back here. The enemy team taking advantage of that. Of course, our Murky about to go down, and our Rainer trying to do a little bit of poke damage. Looks like the Stitches does miss the hook. And they finally get a kill on our Murky. Well, it was a severe advantage, turned out to be a little bit of a throw, because the friendly team not ready for that engagement. It looks like they're going to completely clear out the middle lane. We do get the bottom fort, though, and a good push up the top lane. So that means as long as we're sort of just keeping on with our offensive here, it won't be too bad. Of course, the enemy team about to flank. If we're not careful here through the top lane, I'm going to make sure we're in the back to make sure we engage with that Gravitron Bomb at the opportune moment and maybe get a good Lazor to try to slow everybody down. Looks like Rainer already up here, trying to see what's going on. Rainer versus Rainer, but of course we have the enemy Zeratul trying to jump in here. Let's go ahead and drop yet another one of these little mines and then keep everything mined up to make sure we're doing as much damage as we can. We should be able to clear these out relatively quickly and keep these guys at bay. I am going to begin charging my Lazor way over here. This is going to do a little bit of damage. Here comes the mine into the Gravitron Bomb. I'm trying to get out of here as I pop first aid. We are going to slow them down, put yet another turret, and get them all okay and squared up. It looks like Murky sacrifices himself. None of the friendly teammates still die, and that is what we want. Let's go ahead and charge our Lazor. Max range is going to be what we need right here to try to basically slow all of them down. They don't get any of those hand-ins. And for now, let's go ahead and just drop yet another one of these charges and a turret to try to prevent that hand. And of course, any team does get it. Let's go ahead and dodge that hook. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. And here comes yet another charge. Can we get enough of a laser distance? It doesn't look like we're going to be able to as the enemy team makes it out of there. In the nick of time, we do snipe one minion. And we get the kill on the enemy Murky, which is not a big deal. Our Murky going down, though. Not really what we wanted, but not a big deal. So he does have his egg in a good position. He's going to be respawning here momentarily. The enemy team pushed thoroughly back. That means all we need to do is try to put some mines down here, put a couple turrets, and we should be able to clear out the majority of this lane with just one fell swoop of the Lazor combined with that. Look at that, completely clearing it out. Let's go ahead and grab that Regen Orb and back on out of here, because the enemy team likely to come back here in a second. I'm going to put another turret and then just leave before the enemy team comes back down here and sandwiches me if I can. Let's go ahead and get out. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be Death Laser charges faster. Now we're hitting our stride. Now this build becomes a little bit reliable. As you can see, we do have top damage, 44,000. We don't really have that many killing blows, but we do have what few assists we can, and of course, the main thing is we keep the enemy team really, really soft, which means they can't be as aggressive as they'd like to be. If we had a tank, and perhaps a support character with a ranged assassin, this could be a very different story. Of course, our comp is completely silly, and that's quite alright. We're not going to use it as an excuse. We're just going to try to get better and make it happen. We're going to clear this lane out really quickly and really efficiently thanks to our laser and gather some more gems. Alright, where's the enemy team going to? I really don't want to check that. They might be going for boss. It looks like that is a certainty right there. I am going to throw out yet another mine here. Trying to keep these guys as low as possible. We're going to slow Stitches down and then maybe even hook him right there. Tons of damage coming out. He does manage to make it away. Of course, we're unable to secure the boss. The enemy team is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage here. So we're going to try to drop some more turrets and be as annoying as we generally can. The enemy Zeratul and, of course, some Banshees, likely just Zeratul, trying to make it this way. We're going to try not to get hooked if we can. So we're going to drop some damage right there. Here comes the laser charging really deeply again. Getting Lily in the middle of it is very important. Go ahead and put yet another turret. Jumping in here right there on Stitches as he gets caught a little bit by the wall, but of course he does make it back. Let's go ahead and throw out the Gravitron Bomb right there. We do catch 3 of them and going really aggressive on Raynor. We're trying to lead the charge, but the friendly team not really going back. The Void Person catches us out of position. It's a little bit bad, but it looks like we should be okay. Let's go ahead and put yet another turret down. Here comes charging the laser one more time, just to make sure we hit most of these guys. Very, very soft there at the back. And as you can see there, the slowdown is beginning to be a little bit real. Zeratul trying to jump in and doing much else, but really not assaulting me too much. He's going to continue to drop some turrets and just handle these Banshees here. Very, very tanky, as you can see. I almost get hooked by Stitches, but he doesn't miss by the skin of his teeth. And we're going to be okay. Let's go ahead and hit up the healing well. We don't get that regen orb. It's a little sad. I might as well salvage these things, right? Get a little bit of mana back. And then maybe rotate to the bottom lane. Murky doing a good job pushing. Maybe the middle lane shoved. Be a good idea. The enemy team will likely to have some gems to hand in. Actually, it only looks as if it's 12, so not too much. And we should try to get an engagement as soon as Illidan's back, because the main thing that we're going to have an issue with right now is we have a level advantage, but the enemy team very much with the momentum on their side. It's going to be very annoying. Let's go ahead and charge our laser right here, clear out the majority of these guys, grab a ton of gems, and of course, to avoid the hook one more time. Here comes yet another turret, trying to be as annoying as we can, and we actually force Stitches to go aggressively there, trying to run away. Here comes yet another DNT charge. They're going to have to walk through that if they want to engage. They might get stunned. Let's go ahead and charge our laser. Lily decides to stay within here. Let's go ahead and just shoot that, slowing down Murky, pushing him back a little bit. Not a big deal, though. Good engagement right there, I think. Actually, the enemy team grabs me. I'm going to pop first aid as I retreat. I do get Octograb, but there is nothing else going on. I am going to go ahead and drop the Gravitron Bomb if I can. It looks like I did just enough time for the friendly team to get a crazy one, but they do pick up Zeratul. This Raynor very low. Lily goes down. Of course, Illidan chasing Stitches. He's going to be able to pick up the kill. Great stun, and we pick up the kill on Murky as well. It's a pentakill for just one Gazlowe. Not a big deal. Good job on the friendly team. 58,000 damage. 11 kills to 15, catching up a little bit. Zeratul at 42,000. The next highest one will be what? Raynor at 56. So we're doing really, really well on our side of the fence. Of course, not enough damage. Stitches, sadly, not a great warrior for them so far. Mostly because his hooks have been a little bit subpar. Not a big deal. He's going to get better. And we might be able to get a keep out of this, which would be huge at the moment. Murky dealing with a bottom Merc push. He's doing a pufferfish. He should be able to clean these out relatively quickly. Although he takes a lot of damage, he's forced to bubble back out of there, giving enough time for our friendly team to grab that middle keep. And that is a really, really sweet advantage to grab on top of that fort that Illidan got by himself up top. The next time we're going to be picking up is Miniature Black Hole. We're going to do more radius, more damage on our heroic ability, and the main reason for that is because the Wombo is absolutely essential for our friendly team to get in and get some kills. Every time we do a Gravitron Bomb, and if we do get the double stun, we're giving a lot of time for our buddy Illidan and our buddy Raynor to basically unload and do a ton of damage, as well as that storm from Lazor, basically whittling the enemy team down. We don't have enough damage to outdo their Lily on our own. But, of course, we don't really need to. As she gets caught out of position, this could be really, really good. But she does actually get away as we were not really prepared. I'm going to put a turret down there and just try to zone. Oh, this is not good. Put a turret back down here and try to run away. It looks like a good flank there from Murky. This could be it. We're going to go ahead and throw yet more TNT. Here comes the laser. Amazing wall in right there. We're going to pick up the kill right there, blowing them up. Lily in a lot of trouble. Let's go ahead and throw this out. Here comes the Gravitron Bomb. Do we catch him? It looks like we do. Pick up yet another kill. Here comes yet another turret. Oh, great Void Person saves his life. But, of course, he's very much dead over there. Lily trying to be aggressive here. We're going to be able to just shoot her one more time, slow her down, And then, of course, put down a turret, which is actually going to pick up a little bit of damage right there. She's trying to get away with it, but it looks like Marky chases her down. We pick up yet another kill. The enemy team getting completely mopped as we do this silly comp of dancing. But, of course, now we get passed by Rainer. 67,000 hero damage done. A really good job, sir, as is to be expected. We are going to get a little bit more siege, but that's quite all right. So you can see that we are stunning the structures whenever we do our laser, which is going to save our forces a little bit of damage. Not really that much. We're not Sylvanas or anything too cool. But for now, we should be able to basically stun this one more time with enough damage to annoy that. Is that Zeratul? No, okay. I don't know why. I know he's dead, but it just looked odd. We pick up yet another keep. And we should be able to push this for the win. It looks like the friendly team opting to back up, though, and hand in. Maybe pick up the boss. That could be quite doable. The enemy team respawning here momentarily, though. I don't know if that's the best idea. Particularly because I don't have enough mana. I am going to try to go back and go to the healing wall. Let them know right there. That's what I'm doing. Maybe do something else. Fine. If you want me to hand in first, that's something I will do gladly. Trying to get the hand in before we do anything else. This should be a little bit late, though. Because, of course, the boss is going to get disengaged. I am going to hit up the healing wall and then go up there and help him. It looks like they already pulled it, and that's quite alright. The enemy team can't really afford to go in there and dive. It's going to be quite treacherous for them. I am going to put a couple turrets out here just to slow them down. It looks like the enemy Zeratul already there. Let's go ahead and throw out a little bit of damage. We do get hooked. Coming back in here. Oh, we do catch Lily out of position. Here comes the laser. Gonna charge at full health. And, of course, we get a ton of damage going out. Here comes the Gravitron Bomb yet again. Trying to get them in. We actually just clean house entirely. The enemy team gets blown up. We get the boss. And then we're just gonna walk it in. It wasn't even a good fight. And now we're just gonna run in and auto-attack the core for the win. We do have 66,000 hero damage. Not too bad. 102 siege, which is, again, not too bad. Although Rainer murdering it with 74,000. And, of course, a buttload of siege damage. For now, we're just going to sit here and charge our laser, basically make it all the way, and just kill Murky's egg quite rudely. You just sit here and auto-attack the core. That should be good game, ladies and gentlemen. Gazlowe laser build still works. Don't you ever doubt it. My name is Al. Hope you enjoyed that video, even though it was quite rambly at times. And we'll see you all next time.